Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. And it's 2025. It's the 2nd of January from when I recorded this video. I don't know if I uploaded it on the 2nd. But anyway, I've gone down the rabbit hole, guys, of people making crazy financial card decisions. Now, I've made, like I said before, bad financial card decisions. But luckily, I never had a 159,000 bad financial card decision. I've made like 18,000. I'm telling you, the most expensive car I ever bought was my wife's Civic, and that was like 27,000, something around that price. I cannot believe the financial decisions that people are making in this country. I don't know if it's happening in any other country. UK, if you're watching, let me know if it's happening over there, if it's happening in Australia, if it's happening in... It's not happening in Africa. I'll tell you, well, at least in North Africa where I was. It's not happening in Italy. I can tell you because I lived there. I don't know if it's happening in Germany. I did live in Germany, but I don't know if it's happening in Germany. But I know for a fact it's not happening there. It's not happening in Japan. I was there too. And I'm a car person. I always look at cars and all that stuff. So, but here it's ridiculous. So I got sent this. I watched. I got sent to it in my my WhatsApp, and I watched about the first 30 seconds of it, and because my buddy saw that I was reacting to these things, so he was like, yo, you gotta see this. And then he mashed it up for me and sent it back, right? But anyway, let's go ahead and watch this to see this disaster. But look at the title, 400 credit score, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wants a $159,000 car. And it's these Dodges. What's going on with Dodge? Dodge, what are you doing? Like, it's Dodge. Nobody, I don't understand. But anyway, let's go.
Your credit was the last time you checked by chance, just before we do a credit application?
Yeah, I checked earlier this year. It was like about 400 to 440. 450.
He's laughing.
You're saying it was, I'm sorry, you said 400?
Listen.
All right, we're going to be cold calling
400.
customer.
If your credit score's in the 4s, you shouldn't be looking to finance a car. You should not.
Hello, this is Terry.
Hey Terry, this is Alex with Earth Motor
You should
Cars.
not. You should be buying like a $2,000 or $3,000 car
What's
that
up,
you
man?
might
Hey,
have to
just
work
giving you a
on.
call about this 2023 Black Ghost Challenger that you inquired about.
Wow, the Black
The one that's
Ghost.
one of 300, and just seeing if you had any questions and what I need to do to earn your business.
Black Ghost was from back in the 70s, I think it was.
Like that
60s,
before.
70s.
This is
Dodge had
from,
one that was really fucking
Earth
a
Motor Cars?
monster.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, my nephew watches you on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Moving merch or something.
Yeah.
He watches those videos, and he's local, so he been in y'all shop and everything. See all the mo cars and everything y'all got.
All right, we already know this guy's an older guy. You could hear in his voice, and he said my nephew, so he's an older guy. He's got to be above, I'm gonna say 35 at least. He's probably my age or older. You know what I mean? I'm nearing 50, so he's probably my age or older.
Yeah.
So,
Would you be paying cash or financing this car?
this particular one, I'm gonna be financing.
Okay.
This particular
awesome.
one. You finance other cars, bro. Stop trying to sound crazy. This particular one.
What can you do for me on the car? I see online that car was listed at like 140,000 or something.
Yeah, 158.9 it's online for. Again, there's only 20 miles on it, and it's one of 300. Terry, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to negotiate against myself. I definitely have some room in it to work on it. But, you know, I want to get to the credit application first, make sure that we're good to go with the banks and whatnot, and then go from there. Does that work with you?
Yeah, I mean, whatever gets me into the car, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I like it, if the numbers sound good, then I'm gonna leave that car. I'm gonna leave with that car. So
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what your credit was the last time you checked by chance, just before we do a credit application?
Yeah, I checked earlier this year. It was like about 400 to 440,
The
450.
My brother worked at a dealership, so I know he used to tell me stories all the time.
You're saying it was? I'm sorry. You said 400.
It's not. Look,
Yeah,
I'm
you
laughing
so I'm telling you.
because of everything that's happening. I'm not
yeah, that's
laughing
no
because
problem.
there's a
Do you
a lot
know
of
how
people.
much
I've had a
money you were planning on
400
putting
credit
down?
score before. Trust me. I know, not anymore.
I
Thank
mean,
God. But
for something like the vehicle that I'm interested in, probably something like 10, 15,000. I can come up with that for sure. Like money ain't a problem. So
money
Yeah,
is
let
a
me
problem.
look at this again. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Tara. I'm just gonna be blunt. You'd probably have to go the lease route with it, and probably at minimum 20% down.
you saying like that? I'm gonna have to lease this car. Is what you're saying?
With to get to where you want to be money down. Yes, sir.
But let me tell you something, Alex. Like I bought cars like this before, and I ain't never had to lease nothing. Like if I'm gonna buy the car, I'm gonna own it. Is what I'm saying. So
No, I get what you're
so
saying. I
that's
mean,
what
if
I'm
you're
trying to do for this vehicle.
yeah, if you were financing, you'd still be technically, it'd still be the banks technically speaking.
Never. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had to do anything like this for my previous cars. Like I got a Bentley Continental, and I ain't had to do nothing like that.
Okay.
That one. So
How is it? A older car? Was it a less expensive one than 158 or?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by less expensive. It's a
Less
Bentley,
expensive.
But, I mean, it's a 2008 Bentley Continental, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I just want to get into this car.
I got you. Yeah, that's no problem. I mean, you said money wasn't an issue, so would you be able to come up with that 60% down?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I mean, I feel like you can make it happen with 15,000-20,000 down. So I'm saying if you're trying to get my business, then that's what we're gonna have to do. But I'm gonna just keep walking and find another car somewhere else. I came to you because of my nephew. Like I feel like I can buy a car like this anywhere else. It's a Hellcat. It ain't nothing crazy, but and I'm just saying where my credit and everything.
Bro, with a 400 credit score, like we need to understand. We need to understand these cars are not for us. This is for like Shaq, 2 Chainz, some movie stars. Like if like Tom Cruise wants to buy a Hellcat, that this is for him. He comes and he puts cash down. If The Rock wants to buy this, then he comes and he buys it. Or if you have the cash for it, if you gotta negotiate like this, if you gotta finance this, you don't have the money for it. You can't afford it. If you gotta finance this $159,000 car, it's not for you. It is not for you. This is not for you. You understand that? This is for Shaq. Because Shaq will come in and he'll be like, yo, does this have all the bells and whistles? Yes, put more bells and whistles and here's cash. Because he's at that level. This guy's trying to be at that level and he's not. Because he's not. He's 15,000 down. No. For 150, bro, I'm surprised this guy didn't hang up on him.
I feel like that shouldn't be an issue to
Yeah.
my business. Like I'm ready here to buy the car. So
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do that. I'll send you a credit application if that works with you, and then we can just go from there. Does that sound good?
yeah, man, just send it. We figure something out. So.
Okay, Terry.
What bank
All right,
in their
brother. Well, I
right
appreciate
mind?
you very much.
What bank
All
is
right.
gonna
All right, Terry. Bye.
picture you as
All
the
right, we're gonna be
bank?
cold calling Terry back because I found a car that's more in his price range. I don't know how he's gonna react to it, but it's worth a shot.
Hello.
Terry, what's going on, man? Alex with Earth Motor Cars.
Hey, brother, what's going on?
Hey, man. Just giving you a call back, man. Seeing if you've extended your search with the Hellcat anymore, and I just want to let you know that I actually found us a car. It's not a Hellcat, but it is a car that you could pay cash for with the down payment that you wanted to put on the Hellcat. It's a 2018 Dodge Charger SXT. It's got 84,000 miles on it, and I could sell it to you for like 20 grand.
I'm sorry, Alex. You said it's a SXT.
Yes, sir. It's a black SXT, and it's only $20,000.
Look, brother. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. First of all, you really don't know who I am, brother. I mean, I'm not going from no Bentley to a retired cop car to a rental car. I'm not gonna be rolling around in no $15,000 car. I told you
God.
the price ain't really an issue. I can come up with that $10,000-$15,000 easy. I have that cash with me. I just took out a loan to cover the down payment pretty recently, so I was ready for you to get me some info on that Hellcat. But here you are, trying to diminish me to get an even cheaper car. That's not what I'm looking for.
What do you mean you took out a?
Bro, if you gotta take out a loan for the down payment, it's not for you. If you gotta take out a loan for the down payment of the car, it is not for you. That's not the car you need. If you need a loan, that's crazy. That is crazy. With 15, 20,000, you can have a really nice car. You can have a nice car. You can have a good car. The thing is that we want to look cool. That's all it is. We want to look like we have money. This guy does not have money because he had to take out a loan for a down payment. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I know? And a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, you know, millionaires know how to fucking work with debt. That's different, because millionaires and billionaires, they'll take out loans for assets. They'll take out loans for things that make money, not loans for things that depreciate or liabilities. They won't take a loan out for a liability. They'll take a loan out for a appreciating asset, for something that makes money. So they'll take out a down payment loan to buy a building that's going to start generating money, that's going to pay itself back and make them money. That's different. But you're talking about a loan for a car that as soon as he drives it off the lot, he's probably lost 50 grand on it already. As soon as he turns it on, 50 grand's gone. Boom. As soon as he drives it off, probably another 10, 20 grand. Then as time goes on, it keeps depreciating. This is incredible. Jesus.
Loan to cover the down payment?
Yeah, with my local credit union.
I don't understand what you mean. You're financing the $15,000 to $20,000 you have down in the car?
No.
It's cash that I have, brother. It doesn't matter how I got it.
It does matter.
I mean,
Alex, I've told you this before. I bought cars like this before all my life.
It does matter.
And I'm not going from a Bentley to a...
It does matter how you got it, because you just got it from a credit union, right? So you just opened the line of credit from a credit union. You just borrowed $15,000. Now you're going to go to a loan application to another bank that's going to look at this and be like, well, he just took out a loan. The bank's going to see this. The bank's going to ask, what is his loan for? Wait, he took out a loan for the down payment. He's not going to pay us back. If he took out a loan for the down payment, he's not going to pay us back, because he's going to take out $150,000. How much is it? 100 or whatever, 140 whatever thousand. They're not going to approve that. You might have to borrow from the mob, brother, and good luck.
Tired cop car. You really don't know who I am, and you're lucky I ain't coming down there to get that ass.
Bro, to do what?
Or you really testing me. This is.
I'm not trying to. Listen, I'm trying to offer a solution here.
It's not a solution, is what it is. What you're doing is insulting me.
But you would get into...
I'm not the type of man to do. My days of driving cash cars, $10,000, $15,000 cars is over. I bought Bentleys. I bought all kinds of cars.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, with your down payment that you have, Terry,
Bro,
on this car, you could buy this car cash and not have to worry about payments, and they look somewhat similar. I'm really not trying to give you a hard time. I'm honestly looking...
You lucky I ain't over there.
I don't know why you have to keep making comments like that, man. This is just me trying to do my job and do it properly and provide you with customer service. But
yeah. At the end of the day, you're just a car salesman. It doesn't matter how I make my money. You got to make yours. I completely understand, brother.
Gonna take a loan for the Uber
exactly,
too?
You know, but at the same time, I'm trying to almost help you a little bit. I know you don't really need help or want help, but I'm trying to help you get into something to kind of rebuild your credit score up a little bit. So maybe 3-4 years from
ain't nothing need rebuilding, brother.
I mean, Terry, if I remember the last time we spoke,
your soul needs rebuilding.
440. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and I got 40 on my wrist too. You want me to show you the watch I'm wearing right now, brother? Money ain't a problem.
Okay. I mean, we've taken watches in on trade for cards. Do you want to trade the watch in plus cash? That'll get you closer.
Absolutely, I can do that. That's something I can do for sure. I got a Cartier watch, iced out VS diamonds.
And you paid $40,000?
$40,000. That's what I think it's worth. I ain't gonna say what I paid for it.
If you're trading watches, right? If you gotta trade a watch for a car and do all that kind of juggling, you definitely don't need that car. You don't need that car. If you got to do all the juggling around, you don't have money for that. You don't. I don't even know why he's got that watch anyway. I have an Apple Watch that I barely wear, and then my other watch is just a regular watch. I don't know where I got it, Walmart or something. But I just needed to tell me the time. That's it. And I don't barely use that. I use the one in the car. I mean, and I got one on the. Anyway, if you need to trade a watch, you don't need that car. There's so many reasons why he doesn't need this car. Like, this is not for him at all.
Okay, so I mean, hypothetically, if we put a deal together, you would put the watch as a down payment plus the cash?
I'm okay with doing that as long as it gets me into that car that I want.
Into the black, you wouldn't consider a non-black Ghost? Because I have narrow bodies that I could get you in, and they're under 100 grand.
Where I'm from, we don't do narrow bodies, brother. We like them wide.
I mean, I can respect that, but that's just, okay.
Alex, I feel like you're still wasting my time, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I can find a car like this somewhere else, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. It feels like you've been putting me down since the moment I picked up the phone, and I really don't respect that. I don't really mess with that. So.
Okay. Well, let me at least text you the link to the one I have, man. I'm really not trying to waste your time. I could text you the link to the one I have just for you to look at, and I could give you a call back next week.
Yeah, brother. I probably ain't gonna answer next time. I'm just letting you know.
All right, man. Well, just know that we're here for you, and I'm trying to land you in something that makes sense, you know. So.
He talking about S6 people, it's tripping.
All right.
I've fallen down this rabbit hole.
Bye.
I've fallen down this rabbit hole of these stupid. I've fallen down this rabbit hole, man, of these bad decisions of like buying stuff, bro. Oh my God. There are some. I'm not saying that every single. If it was up to me, you know, if I were able to make a life decision for everyone, I'd just make everyone buy a car cash. But unfortunately, a lot of times, I was looking at another YouTuber that I follow, F Jester. Hope I'm saying the name right. Shout out to him. He was telling me his Bronco, he had to to get the $10,000 off, he had to finance, and that's true because to get the deal on the Lexus when I had the 350, to get some money, a lot of money off of it, they made me finance it. If I bought it cash, they wouldn't negotiate. You know what I mean? Or they were just pulling my leg, and I just wanted to get. I mean, I bought it when I was in California, and it was here. You know, I was working in California, and I was flying back. I bought it, had my son go over there, so I did everything through the phone. Big mistake too, but they wouldn't lower the price on that. You know what I'm saying? Just like in his Bronco, he said to get the $10,000 off, he had to finance. So he financed it for a couple months, for for a little bit, maybe like a month or two or three, whatever. And then the same thing I did. I financed the Lexus. I did it for like 3 months, and then I just paid cash. I paid it off cash. I did it with my wife's car too. I paid hers for like 3 or 4 months, and then I paid cash. And, you know, paid it off but, you know, there are some deals that are good, that are okay if you can handle it, you know what I mean? Now you're not, a $300 car payment is just impossible to find. You're not going to find a $300 car payment. Unless, I don't know, you buy unless, you know, you finance like an $8,000 car. And I've financed, I've been in situations where I had to finance $8,000 cars, $10,000 cars. You know, I only had 1,000 down, 2,000. The first car I ever bought in Florida here, it was what we call, I don't know if they have them everywhere else. I'm sure they do, but they have buy here, pay here's. My first car, I'm lying. My wife bought it for me, cash. It was a Mitsubishi Eclipse, a 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse. She bought it for me when I got out of the military. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything. When I got out of the military, all I had was a duffel bag. And I got out. I moved to Florida. I moved in with her, so I don't have a car. She bought it for me. Hence why she's my wife now. Not because of the car, but she does shit like that. But anyway, and I bought the car. I mean, she bought the car for me. I didn't have money for a car. Then that car fucked up, and I ended up buying a Honda Civic. Buy here, pay here. That's the first time I ever discovered a buy here, pay here was here in Florida, where I put down it was like $200. This was a long time ago. It was a 95 Civic also, or 94. And I put down $200. The guy was real cool. The car was $2,000. I didn't have $2,000. I put down $200, and he let me take it. It's like the buy here, pay here is like you finance, kind of, you could say, through the dealer. Like the dealer is trusting you to pay him back. And then I just paid that, and then and that's it. And then the rest was, as I was coming up, I financed other cars. I think the most expensive one in that era, before my wife's car, her Civic from this year, is I think my Chevy. Oh man, I had a Suburban. I had a Suburban that was 18,000. I think it was, yeah. And my brother went in and negotiated. My brother worked in a dealership, so he went and he negotiated for me. And that payment was like $400. It was like $398 or $400, right? $400, and I paid that for a little bit, and then that ended up getting repoed. And from there, I think I financed a few other ones, and then one day I just bought cash because. But never a car more than 18,000 until my wife's car, and the Lexus, of course. Both the Lexus and her car were more than 20, but they're paid off. But these car payments now, man, they're getting you, bro. My buddy bought his Bronco, his blue Bronco, and it was like, but he put a lot down. He put like 40 down. He put like 40,000 down. His Bronco was like 50 something. He didn't have and he has a lot of bells and whistles, but it's not even the top tier one. But he has a nice Bronco. I think his was 70. I think he put like 40 or 50 down. I want to say something like that, because I know he only has like 11,000 left to pay off. So I don't know what his payments are, but these car payments, bro, these people make stupid decisions nowadays. Like, I understand, you gotta have a car, you got a mom with kids. I would recommend always Toyota, Honda. Very reliable. They don't break down as much, I mean, as long as you do the scheduled maintenance on them, you're gonna be okay. Toyota, Honda, but a Corolla, a Camry, a Civic, and Accord. If you need something a little bigger, get yourself a CRV, older CRV, or what's the one my mom drives, the RAV4. Can't go wrong. But these car payments, it's not because it's Dodge, it just happens to be Dodge that I see a lot. Jesus Christ, guys. Just to look cool, huh? Just to keep up with the Joneses. Jesus. So, that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. But in other news, got me a new holster for my weapon. This one was the one I used to have. It broke here. I lost the clip, so I was. This is if I was going to do, like I saw, was it F Jester? I hope I'm saying his name right, man. I hope I'm saying his name right. He had a video where he had a holster mounted on the side of the FJ Cruiser, which I'm driving now. And I was gonna do that with this one. I was gonna Frankenstein something with this, but then my gun shop guy, I went to the gun shop first, and I told him my idea, and he said, "Bro, I don't think that's legal here." And then I thought about it, I was like, "That's right." Over here, even though we are a gun carrying state, they still don't want it accessible like that, which doesn't make any sense, because if something happens, what obstacles are you going to put between me and my weapon to defend myself? But anyway, whatever. So, I can't do that. But anyway, guys, if you got any videos you want me to watch, comment on, I don't care what it is, go ahead and send me the link. A lot of people used to do that before with the Elvis stuff and the UK stuff. Just go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'll go in and watch it. As always, start the new year off right. Don't go buy another car. Don't make a stupid car decision. If you can't go, you know what? I'm gonna pay off this car in 6 months, at least. Let's do that at least. If you can't say to yourself, yeah, I can pay off this car in 6 months, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Anyway, like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys on the next smoke.